Hi guys, Morgan over here, and today we are here with my number one husbando, Ushijima Wakatoshi X listener. Today's story is named Attention. This story is not written by me. It is written by Siet Tassian. I probably said that wrong, but the story is linked in the description. This story is a one-shot, so please don't ask for a part 2. I will not be making one. And I do not believe the author has written a part 2 to this. This is one of many Haikyuu one-shot stories they have written. So if you're interested in reading those yourself, then you're more than welcome to go and look through him, their, whatever they prefer, their works. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this one shot, and let's get on with the read. You felt weary and tired as you stared at the number-filled pages of your math textbook. The content was starting to make less and less sense, and all you were left with was a headache and feelings of frustration. You took your attention off the book and glanced over at your boyfriend, who sat at the other end of the couch, reading through his own math book, pausing to jot down a few notes here and there. Ushijima was so smart. You felt pretty dumb compared to him sometimes. He was in a higher level math class than you were, and you still couldn't understand the content in your class. Letting out a small sigh, you set your book down on the table in front of your couch. Ushiwaka, you called as you pulled your legs onto the couch and sat cross-legged. How many times have I told you not to call me that? That was his brisk reply. You were used to this sort of attitude from him, so it didn't bother you as much as it did when you first started dating. Back then, he'd practically one harsh word spoken in that deep voice of his had you crying. You stuck out your lower lip and scowled. Wakatoshi, you tried again. He hadn't even looked up from his book. He mumbled as he took more notes. His dark and thick eyebrows were furrowed in concentration, and his eyes never left his work. Can we take a break from studying? You requested. You can. I'm not going to. He was so stubborn, but you were persistent. You crawled across the couch and wrapped your arms around his muscular arms. Please? Liam. His low voice had a warning tone to it. He paused in his scribbling for a moment as his hands clenched his pencil tightly. You could tell he was getting irritated. 5 minutes? He continued to write down and ignore you. 3? No response. 2? Still nothing. You quickly became frustrated with his lack of response, so you wrestled his pencil out of his hand and threw it across the room. You then picked up his book and tossed it onto the floor. You're taking a break whether you like it or not, you yelled and glared at him with your angry eyes. A long silence stayed, and Ushijima turned his attention away from the books and looked at you with a stoic expression that frightened you slightly. The two of you had a staring contest, and the longer you looked into his dark eyes of his, the more you started to back down and shrink away. You eventually looked down and were about to apologize for what you have done, but stopped when you felt his hand cup your cheek and tilt your head back to face him. The look in his eyes were a bit softer, and the sides of his mouth weren't turned down in such a deep frown anymore. "Well, what did you want me for?" he asked as he pressed a kiss on your lips, making your eyes widen and your heart flutter in your chest. He pulled away slightly and returned his gaze to your eyes. "You have my full attention." "Yes." Sorry, I had to. I'm sorry if I killed your ears. Oh my god, I freaking love my husband. I'm sorry, please don't attack me. I'm more obsessed with this man than I probably should be. Like, I don't know if I'm even attracted to any other characters now. I love Ushijima. I have a problem. Anyways, this was kind of short, but it's okay. I guess. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this short, very, very short story, of Ushijima, and thanks for watching. Morgan Devil is out. Goodbye.